Mimi, if you had a fantasy about being a cat, what would you do? Oh my gosh. What if animals had fantasies about being a human and controlling us? Pet play fantasies. If you're someone who has this fantasy, you may be wondering why you're locked in a cage with a collar and a leash on, why you're being told what to do, why you're being fed food, why you're nuzzling into your lover's neck and being pet on the head, maybe why you're jumping around like a little bunny rabbit. Well, this fantasy, it doesn't mean that you want to be an animal. It simply means that you want to take on these traits. And I think it's actually quite important that you do take on these traits in your fantasy, because we are now turning into a digital world where we are getting so far away from our more instinctual nature, and we're relying on technology to give us a sense of direction or give us answers, to give us purpose. I have some words with technology, specifically artificial intelligence, and it's really taken us away from our nature. So if you have this fantasy, or maybe if you're wanting to indulge more in this fantasy, please do so, because you're tapping into the animal state and the very specific traits that whatever the animal has, you can be that. You can take off the layers of being human, of trying to get everything right and be the digital man and try to keep up with the world, but you can essentially surrender and submit to being pampered, to being adorned, to being kind of contained, and also you're being given a chance to express as much as you want to. So many people who do have this fantasy, it's not just being walked around with a collar, but it's like rolling around and making certain sounds that you wouldn't normally make as an average man. So this is just a chance, an opportunity to invite the instinctual nature to come through, to not be so caught up in your mind, but to allow the energetics of impulse to move you. If you have this fantasy, please leave comments below on what animal you usually embody, on the play that usually occurs, and let's just see how many people do have this. I'm so curious to know, because I haven't found anything online, statistically speaking, about how many people have this fantasy. Many people have turned it into being a furry and losing sight that they're actually human. So they're personifying and kind of materializing that, when we could just do it in our fantasy. We really don't have to play that out in everyday life, but to each their own. Ultimately, this video is just to share with you that maybe if this fantasy is coming out, you're finally allowing your more instinctual and animalistic nature to come through and shine, and given the time that we're in, it may be needed. So leave comments below and I will catch you in the next video.